Hi there, my name's Q Allegan, and today I'm going to take you through a quick Excel tutorial on how to unpivot columns into your rows using Power Query. Now for my tutorial today, I have a dataset that's taken from CIHI, which is the Canadian Institute for Health Information at www.cihi.ca. Now what we're looking at is the total spending across Ontario hospitals here in Canada for fiscal years 2006 through to 2022 by service area in millions of dollars. Now, there are several use cases as to why you'd want to unpivot your columns into your rows. I'll give you a couple of them. Let's just say you've completed a budgeting process in your organization and you're required to now import all your budget data into your ERP system. Now, in some organizations, you may have a dedicated team will allow you to tap into those budget systems, extract those data, transform that data, and load it into your ERP system. Certain ERP systems require you to have the data in certain formats. For example, you would require to have your dimensions in columns. So your year here is in columns. Now your service area is in your rows and your values are also in your rows. That's going to be a problem. So you need to ensure that you have your service area in your columns as well as your values in your columns to ensure that you are able to upload into your ERP system correctly. Another use case is, let's say you wanted to analyze this data set. And arguably the easiest way to summarize this is by inserting a pivot table. Now with this data set, the problem is if we was to insert a pivot table, you'll quickly find that you're not able to summarize it very well. So if I was to drag my year into my rows, my service area into my columns, you'll see that the dollars don't exactly fall into the values field. Now, you've probably been in this situation before, and the workaround is to move your columns into your values field so you can analyze your data that way. Now, this is still not the best approach. You're not able to slice and dice how you would like. And the reason this is happening is because the way in which your data is structured. Now, to get around this, I'm going to undo, and I'm going to take you through what is Power Query that can solve this for you. And now what you want to do is navigate to Data tab, select from Table Range. This will now convert your data set into a table. My table has headers. Click on OK. This will now import your table into a Power Query editor. And as you can see, once this launches, you'll have your years on your left, and that's fine. What we want to concentrate on is our columns, where our service area is, as well as our values. What we want to do is scroll across, click the Shift key, hold down, and select your last column. Now that we've selected all our columns, we want to go to the Transform tab. In here, we've got a button called Unpivot Columns. Now, this is a really powerful feature of Power Query. And if you click on this, you'll see that now it's transposed your columns into your rows. And for every given data point, you have a service area and a fiscal year. So now we've got the format in our dimensions, our year in our columns, our service area in our columns, as well as our values in our columns. Power Query has gone ahead and given a heading for our service area as attribute. Now we can change this to service area just by typing over this here, clicking enter. Now what we want to do is go to the home, click on close and load, and this will load this into your workbook. Now you've got the format to easily upload into your ERP system or create a pivot table. So I'm going to set a pivot table here, and I'm going to throw it in just here. Now you can see that the pivot fields are much cleaner, so you can drag your years into your rows, your service area into your columns, and of course your values into your values field. Now let's just apply some formatting. And what we want to do after this is to ensure that we reconcile to our original data set. So whatever we imported, we want to ensure that it reconciles to our export. So we've got our total is 372,385.3 or 372 billion. Go back to our original data set. Let's do a quick sum of this whole data set. And we've got 372,385.3. So now that we've reconciled, I'm happy with that. Now we can go ahead and perhaps insert some slices into here so we can analyze this a little bit more, so we can slice and dice this data. Let's just add by service area, click on OK. And now what we can do is now analyze this data set. So we can look at emergency, for example, see how much we've been spending in emergency since 2006 to 2022, and see the trending patterns, look at the operating room, etc. So now we're able to analyze and summarize this data however we like. And this is the way in which we've literally just transformed the data into a data set that we can work with. and suits our needs going forwards. Now, I've always found this useful. If you have, consider liking the video, commenting below, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. And thank you for watching.